weapon is holstered. Oh. Venomous get their first heat proc from the sources, it will inherit effect. Oh yeah, this we know, yeah.
Right.
The second paragraph says that inherit works with fortifier mark. Ah.
What works with fortifier? I can't read the chat.
If enemies get their first heat proc from the weapon with the arcane, subsequent procs from other sources will inherit the effect of this arcane, thus gaining overguard from the damage they deal. Oh shit, Sevagoth Prime, nice.
Right, yeah, arcane stuff does work through heat inherits. That's something that I also made sure to test. I spent a lot of time testing heat inherit stuff because I'm about to do a video on that.
No, but what he means is this is how you can increase the cap of the...
I see, that makes sense.
Yes, let's go to the extraction. Let's see here. I'm still gonna go probably with the ammunition with my Mirage. Wait, am I right? I'm not right here. Break. Up here. Yep, that's it. Sorry for being late.
Oop, Jesus. I'm feeling blue ember today.
Bam.
There we go. Dude, it took me way too long, but I finally have only, what are they called? Tau Forged Archon Shards on my ember.
Oh, I don't even have to do my Varuna. Bam.
Yeah. Because you can combine normal Archon Shards to Tau Forged. I don't know if you know, knew that.
Yeah. You can do that. I know that. But it's not very, like, in my opinion, it's not really worth it.
Yeah, it is for me, because
yeah.
I need the extra energy upkeep, and with that, I have it.
Where is she? Where is she? There she is. Epitaph, let's see. Do I have now the build here? Let's see here how this goes with the Cascadia Flare.
I'm also thinking about revisiting one of a little fun build that I had with Ember, where I subsumed Nesha's subsumability onto her with the firewalk thing. So she just spreads heat stacks everywhere. Because if you think about it, theoretically, that's a good idea, because for every enemy that is affected by heat, you deal more damage, right? You get more ability strength. So if you spread the heat through that firewalk thing, everybody, like, you get insane damage, theoretically.
Oh, right, yeah. Holy shit, wait, you can... From right, you can do Fortify with Heat Inherit? What?
Yeah. That's what I tried to tell you before.
Damn. Well then, yeah, it's absolutely worth it. Now that would be then good with Rhino, huh? Fuck.
Why did I subsume it that way? Sucks.
Right, let's just Fortifier. Good, let's go like that. And do I have what I have here? I have Happy right now. Let me get the carrier. Just so if I choose to play with my Tsar, I don't have an ammo problem, because that is the most annoying part. And here the crux, I don't think I've ever triggered this. I think I'd rather have this. Good. Anything else? Nah, should be right. Let's go queue this up here.
So I remove
what do we do? What do we do? We want to do like an Axifisher. There's like an infested one.
You can do that. Cool. Fireball, because fuck uses fireball. And this conflict.
Nova Non-Star on Nyx build. Why? Why would you want to do that, Flum? You do ETH shits out shards.
Okay. Be there in a second. Working on my build real quick.
Hotshot. Like, how do the Nova Non-Stars affect Hotshot? Like, I'm not sure. Is there not just a damage reduction? Or am I messing up the abilities right now? Might be messing up the abilities there. Ah. I didn't know that. Oh my, okay. Insta 300% crit chance. Jesus. Do I have that? Wait a second. How many do I have? I have 2. Use abilities to inflict heat status, okay. There's still 50% crit chance. Right. Well, I don't want to use it on this build because I don't really trigger anything with... Hotshot might also be interesting with my Varuna, actually, if I think about it. Because I definitely put heat stacks on there.
I don't know. Let's try that out.
I don't know what I would put on there. Yeah, but what I would have to like change it with, I have the crepuscular. Varuna, eh? And Citrin. Right, Citrin is also an interesting one.
What about
shit.
Citrin?
No, like that is using it with Hotshot, Citrin or Varuna, like these sort of not really like fire frames. Hotshot is the one, you know, where you get the crit chance.
Yeah, I know.
But they kind of apply all the statuses, so how it synergizes with that would be interesting. Actually, like, have you tried it with Hildrin with the augment? Because then you might be able to get it like almost instantly. It might be crazy with her pillage.
Yeah, let's try this out.
I don't play Muscle Mommy. Oh, okay.
Muscle Mommy plays you, man.
Yeah, dude.
That's the way it works. Okay, so...
Whatever procs it instantly gives damage reduction, so it's better in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, yeah. But then yeah, they don't have armor, so the numbers are bigger, which is also nice. Oh shit. Right, okay, let's try it now with the epitaph, how this works. Is it okay, yeah, it does stagger me. Except if I hit an enemy with overguard. Let me just find one. Any enemy with overguard will do. Where are the Eximus units when you need them?
Dead.
I still don't understand, Mark, how you have Prime Sure-Footed and you don't use it. What do you have as an
I don't
Exodus
have
Lightning
to.
then?
I have an overguard build.
Right.
How
Right.
often do I have to say this?
Right, I always forget about this.
Sure-footed is completely wasted on this build.
Yeah, it's true.
I even explained it in my Ember video.
Yeah, yeah, like, I don't know, for me it's like short-term memory, I guess.
That's okay.
Or maybe it doesn't even get into the memory, who knows.
Yeah. Okay, I need the last reactants. And one of us is all 10 already, which
is a crutch in my opinion. Is it? I mean,
there's not that many builds that use it with, that's true. That gets bullied because he always uses them on his builds. He's cancelled anyways.
oh, you mean Nightmare Frame? I know it. I know this. Where he also used it on his what was it? His Atlas build.
What?
He used it on his Atlas build, although Atlas has like knockdown immunity when he stands. So
That
yeah.
is so useless.
I heard that. Like I found that so funny. Why is he cancelled though?
That's also news to me. Wait, fuck. Guys, think about the reactants. Clemens
Oh,
is
yeah,
sitting on all of the reactants apparently, and we're
Yeah.
not.
Okay, wait.
That's the entire sentence.
How do we get there? How do we get there? How do we get there? Fuck.
This way. Once I'm there, I'll mark it just in case. He made remarks against Flare, and when they corrected him, it wasn't so that he was wrong. It was what? Not this way. Okay, this way.
It's stuff along the lines like I couldn't care less and I must stand. Okay, well.
Yeah, telling the community you don't care about their opinion is
I mean, but he's still like a popular, like he still makes popular builds. I
yeah,
guess,
of course
right?
he is, but there are other Warframe YouTubers that are also pretty cool, and watching them instead is, you know, always an
Always
option.
the option. Yeah.
When you have like other people in your niche.
Oh shit! Secondary weapon has increased damage and unlimited ammo with the epitaph.
I don't mind if I
Yes,
fucking
I'll take
do.
that.
Do you use the? I guess if you go for quick builds, you use the held down attack, right? From the
No,
epitaph.
no, I baited like just for a heat and Herod.
Okay, just
AoE.
the heat primer. Okay, that's
Yeah,
how I
but
use
I
it
try
too.
to not prime with it. I'm just spamming it.
That's what. Okay. Well, heat inherit usually just works where you just prime and then you use whatever deals
Flapping.
more damage with it.
He made comments about Flare being Daydam and got cancelled. He lost his icon and was removed as a...
Ooh.
Oh, really? Really? Holy shit.
Wait, Flare stayed them? I didn't know.
No,
Do we-
like he said that he was, you know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
But like apparently he's not or something. And DE actually made like legitimately cancelled. I thought like community cancelled. So
I mean,
So
when the
the
community Flare is
Flare
stay
is
them.
stay
Okay,
them.
okay,
Ah,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. It makes sense. I mean,
and Nightmare said I can kill his because they look a certain way.
also, what difference does it make that he stay them? Like,
It
to
doesn't fucking matter. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. That they are they them. Sorry. Cancelled all around community in the. Oh Jesus.
Jesus, dude. I mean, I think that's
Well, I mean,
kind of.
yeah, it sucks for him, but you know, he could just apologize and go back. You know, like he did make a mistake, but you can always make up for it. It's not like he is in the habit of forever holding a grudge.
Right.
So it's really up to him. Just like he got
Yeah.
himself cancelled, he can get himself uncancelled. He made a video on it. Did he try to pedal back?
Oh no, I think he doubled down on it. I think that's the.
Send him my comment. I don't give a fuck. I say, okay, well that's that's the problem. That doesn't. In this case, it doesn't suck. It's his decision to do this
Right. I respect
for
that,
whatever
honestly.
fucking reason. I do not.
I mean, I respect that. He said he stands his ground. He doesn't care. Like everybody is entitled to an opinion, right?
Yeah, right. But if that opinion is just straight up offensive for no reason, then you know. Then he also has to live with the consequences of getting cancelled by the community.
Absolutely. That I agree with. He has to live with the consequences. Yes. But an opinion can be offensive, and he just lives with the consequences. You know.
That's true. That's true. I mean,
that's it.
Yeah. And that sucks. It sucks for the community, I think, because if you think about it, Nightmare Frame was he is a big name in the Warframe community. Yeah. At least content creator. What the fuck just happened?
Wait, 4. Gotta get the thingies. Clemens is apparently the spawn.
Which is why I'm running with him, but I only have one, so... Thanks for trying to pick me up, by the way, Clemens. Very nice of you. Where they at? The fuck? Oh, there's one. There's probably more towards the steel essence. Yeah, another one.
Oh. Let's see.
I need more duration on this build. I don't have to reactivate Firewalk all the time. But I think I'm cooking with this build. There may be something to it. Get it cooking because it's Ember.
I'm also really happy with my fortifier now because now I also have the overguard.
A little split. Yeah, I'm trying to come back to you guys. I was just trying to find the reactants that you left behind because
I'm not sure where the guys are. Are they there in the front or no? I mean, there is a thing.
I'm at 7.
They're over there.
Yeah.
The other way.
Do you know the way?
Could we just stick in a room, maybe?
Yeah, that would be nice. Just put down a marker somewhere. Mark, that's me.
Okay, at least we cracked the relic.
You did. Where the heck are those fucking reactants?
Okay.
Die. Give me reactants. 8. Okay. How the fuck? You're still up there, and now you're the spawner, or what?
Who, me?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, how do you guys have it? And okay, there's a waypoint now. Thank you very much. Oh, there they are. Okay. Oh, those weren't there before. Well, I don't care. I take them. Ooh, ability range and ability strength have doubled. Oh, that's what I like to hear. Oh, that's very nice. Oh, that feels good.
Honestly, the Kuvazar is such a fun weapon. But I couldn't make it work up until now. But now with energized munitions, it actually feels really good.
Yeah, a spot. What's a nice room?
Yeah, this one is... I like this one, where I'm right now.
Then place on a marker.
I did it. For marker 1.
Okay. Number 1. Okay. Let me spread the heat.
It's big enough for all of us to be here. There's plenty of entry points.
There we go.
Epitaph! Hey.
Ignaros Prime Systems, I think, is what I'm going for. I don't think I have Ignaros Prime yet.
good. Let's upgrade that. You guys coming here?
Yeah, we're here.
You were here, yeah.
They probably went for the steel essence.
Oh, okay.
Just in case, I'll place down my marker as well. Number 4.
It's just the explosions.
So Firewalker is actually really good because it also forces me to be around the enemies, because, you know, I have to place it down where they walk. Which means I get the more ability strength from my from being close to burning enemies. But they then also
Right,
burn
yeah.
when they're on it, which is perfect. And because
So
of
I use it instead of the Rhino Roar.
yeah, I'm trying it out. Rhino Roar, does Rhino Roar work with abilities is my question, or does it only work
Yeah.
with weapons?
Yeah, it just all damage. All damage. So it's not like
Okay, good.
Eclipse for Mirage is only weapons.
Okay,
But Rhino
got it.
is all damage.
Got it. But it does only give me 50% more. Although it double
but it
dips
double
with
dips.
heat procs, yes. Which is
So
nice.
This is why specifically with heat procs I think it's
So
good.
it's 50% times 50 times 1.5, which is 75%. Which question is whether that's worth it.
I mean, it's not set. It's not like because it doesn't work like that. It's not that linear.
The double
isn't
dipping
linear.
the double dipping works that way. You can just mathematically you can just multiply the number by itself, and I know it's not linear. It obviously also scales with ability strength and stuff. But like base value right now in my build, it gives me 50% extra, or it was 52 or something.
Yeah, but that's the thing, right? Because it's not because it scales with ability strength. Also the scaling.
Yeah, but so does
like,
every other ability, you know.
Yes,
that
but
deals
the
damage or
damage
adds damage.
scales exponentially by doing that because it doubles.
Twice.
Like you multiply with each other.
Yeah, but you can just eliminate that mathematically by multiplying the number by itself. So 50% times 1.5, because that's, you know, another 50%
Yeah.
added on top, makes 75%.
Yes, this part I understand.
So in total, it works as a 75% damage increase on heat procs, or on all damage over time
But
things.
it's not flat. This is what I mean. Like it
Yeah,
scales with your ability
yeah,
strength.
and mathematically, you can turn it into a flat 75% multiplier by just multiplying it by itself.
Like what? This is only applicable if it's 50%.
Yeah, which it is right now, and then
Okay.
yeah, but
That's
if
what you
I
mean.
but what I also mean is you can you don't have to think about the whole ability strength factor, because that applies to every other ability that you would put in its place either way. So
What? No, because the other abilities have different scalings. So you must take like the actual damage percentage if you want to compare the two the abilities with each other.
Right, because the ability strength also applies twice there.
Oh, yeah, and it's like different scaling. So if your ability has only 30% damage increase, then it's like 30 like times 1.3, right?
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean now.
Yeah.
I was just I forgot the fact that the ability strength also applies to the damage over time multiplier.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I guess.
I mean,
then you still have to do the math whether that's worth it or not, because at the end of the day, the 75 base percent isn't that much, but the but if you scale it up with extra ability strength throughout the mission, especially with Ember because of her passive. And all of the arcanes and stuff that I'm gonna use, and like crimson shards and whatever. Yeah, I gotta start another spreadsheet here, I think.
Operative just found. They could not do this without you.
Form as it
Not
is.
crafted.
Really?
Yeah. Oh boy. He did.
There's no other ability that scales like Grineer, right?
No. It's the like with the double dipping, it's the only ones out of the subsumables. I think there might be like other things in the game that scale like that, but like not subsumable abilities.
Right.
I think blast is another thing that has like this weird, like with blast you can somehow triple dip into things, if I like remember correctly.
Really?
Yeah, because like the initial what was it? The initial blast proc, like status effect, scales double dip sort of, but then if it explodes, it takes sort of like it applies it another time, you know. So if you have like the explosion upon
And
that,
and at that point it multiplies it another time. Ooh,
yes,
that
exactly,
that
triple
could
dips,
that
yeah.
could make sense because the explosion happens at 10 blast stacks, right?
Yeah, and then it's like again a new
It
damage
spreads it.
calculation happening.
Ooh,
there, you know?
question is whether other spreading things like the firing from Ember and Saren's spores do it the same way. But they
yes,
don't.
yes.
No, they don't. No. The math probably don't work the same way because
No,
they.
I mean the toxin and the toxin applied to the damage. To the blast procs. Scales on the last blast proc again, so basically it scales off the toxin damage that you would deal with Saren.
Right. Yes, but
So
it's
it
every
doesn't
time
work
it
to
scale.
triple.
Yeah, it doesn't triple. It only doubles dip still because it always
On
takes the
blast
base.
proc will triple dip, but it will be more than just like on the blast. It will be more than a flat triple dip because of the extra double dip toxin damage that you dealt in the meantime. You know what I mean? Does it make sense? But it's not gonna be a triple toxin dip. It's just gonna be a little bit more than a double dip. This is how I think that it works.
I don't think it will because it always uses Saren space modifiers to the ability whenever it applies a new stack.
Yeah, but like how the last explosion of the blast works, it's like of all the damage applied, right?
Right, exactly, and that's why I think Blast in this instance stacks better than Saren's or anything else that spreads.
Yeah, absolutely, it stacks better. But I'm saying that it scales also if you, for example, have a weapon that deals blast damage, and you use it with Saren.
Oh
then
yeah,
the
that
blast
probably
damage will deal
synergizes
even
pretty
more
nicely.
damage. Yeah, this is what I mean.
That's probably that's obviously very true. That's also a good reason why I use a Panzer Profiler on my with Ember and Saren to amp the damage even further up because it applies kind of like Saren-like spores that deal, I think, viral damage and apply viral stacks, decreasing enemy health and stuff, which really, really works well because that just amps up the
Wait a
damage.
second. Now I need to try out my epitaph build with Saren. Holy shit.
Yeah,
It must be crazy.
especially if you use the there's an augment for spores, which adds, is it? Which makes it so you can add corrosive damage to your weapons.
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
you
yeah, I have the one.
and then you combine that with her third
Toxin.
ability, which
Mhm.
adds toxin damage as well.
Nuts.
Oh boy. And then you use her miasma just to finish them off. With the
Yeah.
extra viral damage.
I have something subsumed over her miasma.
Ah, okay. Not over her molds? Because most people
No,
subsume
because
over the molds.
Because of the because of the shield gating.
Ah, right. Yeah, okay, that makes perfect sense. Yeah, that's the main reason why I don't play Saren anymore. Why Ember feels more comfortable for me. Because
Yeah, it is.
because of the like the survivability. With
Yeah,
Saren, it's
but-
always high stakes.
Yeah, but I right now build her in such
Yes.
a way
Did we
that
forget
I
what
built
room
her
we're in?
on shield tanking, which means I built her like it doesn't scale well into steel path, not as well as shield gating, but shield gating is just too fucking stressful for me.
Yeah, same here.
So
I like the
subsume-
simplicity of overguard builds. It's just press an
Yeah.
ability and you get insane amounts of health.
Is there any defense mission for relics? We can try it out. Well, let's.
Let's leave after this then.
Yeah, we can leave after this. Yeah.
Is Sanus
Oh, shit,
Prime
shit, shit,
vaulted?
shit, shit. Okay. Phew. Yeah. Good.
Ah, for fuck's sake. Nullifiers. They are my biggest enemies.
Yeah.
I hate them.
Let's see here how this works. Let's see. Right now I have her built for a shield tanking build where I have Eclipse subsumed over her and I use the damage reduction Eclipse. Plus I have adaptation, so this way she becomes sort of a little bit tanky and I can play her in steel path.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, if you go like level 300, 400, then yeah, it becomes obsolete because then you also die. So yeah, I'm still like trying to figure out a way how I can like comfortably play her. And unfortunately, there's no subsume, right, that gives overguard.
No.
Or is there one?
No, because they specifically make it so if you subsume an ability that does that, they remove the overguard stuff.
Ah, fuck.
So, for example, Ember's third ability, which you can subsume, which is the overguard one with the augment. The augment specifically makes it so if it's subsumed, it doesn't give overguard. It only heals to max.
Fuck. Where's my Saren? Let's see here, Saren.
I was thinking, maybe.
Steadfast, energize. Yeah, that seems right. Here we have Eclipse on there.
Maybe I can use Fire Blast on Saren, perhaps, as kind of a sustainability, because
Fire Blast.
yeah, Ember's Fire Blast. Because it's her subsume ability, the third ability. Because with the Healing Flame augment, it doesn't give her overguard, but it heals her for every enemy hit. And since I already have a range build with Saren, because I want to spread the spores everywhere. That gives Fire Blast an insane range and makes it so I hit so many enemies.
I mean, I don't know if the like healing on health. Usually in Steel Path, when you get to the health part,
Yeah,
it's
you
kind of
already.
over. Yeah.
True. That's why I'm still thinking about it, because I think different options are definitely more worth it probably. But I don't know. Maybe I can make it work somehow. Is there a defense mission now, or
I don't know. I'm putting
there's a lift defense?
some shards.
There's a meso defense. Defense in normal. In steel path. Let's see. There is a Requiem Fisher defense.
That's interesting. I didn't even think about it. I have like here like a Topforge Topaz Archon shard, and there is like this would scale well with the epitaph. Increases. Huh. there's like two that would work well. It's like either increase secondary crit chance by 1.5% each time you kill an enemy affected by heat status, which you apply with my epitaph build, or regenerate shields when you kill an enemy with blast damage.
Interesting. By the way, you are aware that Epitaph, no matter what you mod on it, always applies codes.
Gold, yeah, I love that. I love that about it.
Alright, just making sure. That's a thing that you can also exploit really well.
Increase secondary crit chance. I'm gonna put that on here and see how this works. This is basically a mini hotshot arcane there. That's cool. All right, let's see. What do we have here? We have a defense. Kuva, right? This is Kuva Grineer. We have an exterminate. Did you say like you wanted extraction? You wanted extraction. I mean, no, there isn't, unfortunately.
Didn't you say exterminate? There is an exterminate mission.
Not
You mean excavation?
Like, do you want... Flume, did you want like exterminate or did you want excavation? Why exterminate? Let's...
You said
we can just run the
EXT.
normal survival one, the lure, so we can select whatever relics we
Conjunction
want.
survival, you mean?
Yeah.
Omnia Fisher. I can select Radiant Relics.
Let's see how this works with my epitaph. I'm really curious now.
Their rage is vehement, their focus impressive. Give them all warriors death.
Void Fishers, you need them to open a relic, but are you confident you can withstand their fury? The Oricant Neural Sentry is attempting to purge you from his place.
Let's see here.
Stand by for life support.
There is a sanctuary target here. I sense it. Track it with the synthesis scanner. Don't let it escape.
Fisher, defend yourself.
Damn, dude.
They're dropping reactors.
What?
Use it to crack open the relic.
The numbers are pretty interesting. Simply because you have like the...
Circulus's proximity.
It works like Zata's Whisper, where you have like another damage instant with the toxin. So basically, you have like so many damage instances with the epitaph. It's just full of numbers.
Ah.
It's really interesting. And furthermore, because the epitaph has like so crazy like status chance, it's also like you apply like
Yeah. That's why.
so much.
That's why I use it as a stat primer. If you guys find a nice room to stay in, just ping again.
Oh yeah, right. Because yeah. Let's see here.
Are we already doing the drifting again?
Oh yeah. Naturally.
That's why we're playing with the drifter.
Thanks to you guys.
That's
'cause-
some high tier humor right there. Yeah, I think this room is actually pretty nice. Room here can
Oh yeah.
work.
Oh my god, there's so many of those. Right. see.
Are we doing?
Is this a good room here, you said? Okay, let's stay here in this one.
It's also a challenge room, by the way.
Ability, range, and strength have doubled. Holy smokes.
Did it? Perfect.
Yo, this might be even better than Rhino, honestly. With Sarah and the Epitaph. It's crazy. It's really crazy. The amount of damage I deal. I mean, nothing compared to Clemens, apparently. But the way it feels.
Damage isn't everything. I mean, it's definitely nice, but you know.
Are you playing Side 9? Damn, dude.
That being said, yeah. Dude, violence just gets disintegrated.
Fighters will soon attack.
Where the boy at?
Oh, this is so cool. Like, we also get the buff. I completely forgot about this. We get the buff from Side 9 for the ammunition.
I think that's it. So we go down here and... Now we can go in. And then we go through here. And we get... Cunning Drift.
Like, if we go here to the center, or what?
Yep.
The longer you hold out, the deeper I can search. But you need to leave.
Through that thing here? Jesus, where am I? Okay. Oh, okay, nice.
Don't act like you've never done a challenge room before.
Yeah, I don't really. The fuck? I'm bugging out. I can't select anything.
What? You got a Bronco Prime receiver.
Well, I guess.
There
Was
wasn't
like a
there wasn't anything insane there. Don't worry.
Okay. Oh, that's because I went through the portal exactly in that second.
Ah,
Outside the corrupted. They are draining your life support.
Good to know that I can't do that.
Eliminate them quickly.
Oh yeah, getting that sweet overguard, baby.
I was in a mission with my Frost build yesterday, and a guy just wrote in chat, "Dude, who the fuck gave me 100k overguard?" And I was like, "That would be me." Because he doesn't just apply it to himself, but everyone else
Yeah,
around him
right,
as well.
everybody. But Ember doesn't do that, right?
No,
Or-
she doesn't. Only for herself. Which, in my opinion,
Yeah, I mean that's.
You
that
know
would
what?
be great.
I take it if they pair it with the healing, not the healing flame, the other augment that makes it so you have you get status immunity. Like if you have both of them on, that then everyone else also gets healing and overguards. That one, I think, that would make sense.
Yeah, I think I found just my new favorite freaking AoE no-brain build. This is so ridiculous. I mean, it's like not ridiculous numbers, but it's like I'm not like critting for millions and billions.
You
But
don't.
it's just-
You don't have to always, you know.
Yeah, right.
As long as
And
you're
I'm
having
like
fun.
I'm capped out on 15k overguard, almost all the time.
Yeah. Listen to us making excuses for not carrying the game.
Oh shit! Yeah, right. We were supposed to be in the same room.
If you kill it enough. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I
And-
kill with my 1% damage.
It's just absolutely ridiculous. Everything explodes. I might make a guide on this. This is so fun. I just want to min-max it a little bit because it's crazy. Yeah, I'm like 2 or 3 shotting Eximus units with like a non-charged AoE radial.
Do you know off the top of your head, any of you, what Gauss's subsumability would be?
Yes, I actually did that yesterday. It's his AoE, so not the buff on himself, but the one where he deals either cold or fire damage in an AoE.
Which can also result in blast damage when he does both after another. That one.
Oh yeah, I guess. Yeah.
You didn't know that it does that, right?
No.
Okay. Now you do. Okay, interesting, because... Hold on. Yeah, I need to subsume Gauss.
Yeah, I did this yesterday, so.
I need to subsume him
I didn't.
and
So if you,
put
if you
that
stack them
on
off
Ember.
top of each other, then you create blast or what?
Yeah, if you stack first cold then heat, or the other way around, then it blasts. And everyone explodes with blast. That was... so there's a video about Ember that I saw when researching for Ember stuff. Where someone said Ember does the same thing Gauss does, but Gauss does everything better. I have to disagree with him a little bit.
Yeah, you
Because-
were a little bit salty.
No, I wasn't salty because he wasn't wrong in some regards. Like there are some things that Ember is supposed to do, and she does well, but he does better. That's just true. But there is... He doesn't do everything better. That's the part that I disagree with.
I mean, that's probably like a little bit of a.
I'm not the only one disagreeing. Everybody else does disagrees as well.
Gauss is the most complete kit in my opinion.
Yeah, it really feels like it. Yeah, that's true. He feels like a frame that they came up with after making all of the mistakes with Ember, and they made a lot of mistakes with her. And not just Ember, he does a couple things that other frames do too.
I don't know. For me, like I played him. I don't know. Like maybe I
So-
haven't played him enough, but it doesn't feel like it.
You never got interested in Gauss, and that's the fun part, because even though the video claims he does so much, he does everything better than Ember, nobody plays him. Nobody
Yeah,
does.
no,
I see more
don't
people
know.
playing Ember than I see people playing him. And it's not
I mean,
like
it's
he's
cool,
that
ultimately
hard
It's
to...
just a buff. It's just a huge buff for like all kinds of things.
Right?
But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I really want to get into Gauss more and look at all of the synergies and stuff. But overall, because I think maybe if I end up liking him, because he does play very similar to Ember, I may even optimize a build and make a guide on that. Because I'm all for giving other new frames a chance, or frames that I didn't consider before. There's a huge Johnny Cash concert over here. everyone has their rings of fire. Tanking, nuking, energy, heals himself, control is very good, and Speedy Boy kinda. Yeah, that's why, and all those things, Ember does kind of too, except for the Speedy Boy thing. Which is why, yeah, which is why he said that he just does all of that better. But he doesn't. He doesn't do all of that better.
What doesn't he do better?
The self-heal, in my opinion, for example,
I mean
Ember
the
does better.
self-heal, or you mean the overguard?
Well, he
Same thing.
well, yeah, for Ember, it is a self-heal that just also does overguards. That's why I say she does that better. Because his doesn't, I think.
I mean, he doesn't do it, so yeah.
Yeah. Well, he self-heals, but he doesn't do overguards.
But she doesn't do it only with the augment, right?
She does only do it with the augment, though.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's see here. Crazy damage. Cray. Not that cray though, but well.
You're just spoiled by your Varuna.
I'm spoiled?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
You're so used to insane damage numbers that you can't appreciate the already pretty good damage numbers.
I mean, I don't know. I think if I was using the Yeet blade, I would be dealing more than with my Varuna usually.
You don't remember
Like
the
I-
augments? Hmm.
It is basically I don't remember the augments. Also, yeah. I have a couple of them. I actually bought a couple of them I think today. But I don't think there's any overguard there.
Fair. Another question that I do have, if you, since you seem to know Gauss well, does he also have? How does his damage reduction work? Because I think he has some form of damage reduction.
Does he?
Yeah, I think he does.
Yeah. With
Like
his, yes.
Gauss plating or something,
Yes. His second ability. It's just
or
a
thermal
plain,
plating
like,
or something.
percentage.
Kinetic
kinetic
armor.
armor.
That's what it's called, right? Question
Flat
is
percentage.
it a flat percentage? Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so that, but it does scale with ability strength, right?
Yes.
Okay. How far is it capped? With Aegis or Barrier and his passive, he can be like perma shield gated.
Yeah. I heard there's
Really?
something like that. Was like yeah, there is like a thing where you regenerate so fast energy that you never sort of like break through the invulnerability barrier. There's like a build for that, yeah.
Okay, I really gotta look into Gauss properly then. Because I remember trying him out when I got him to 30 and kind of liking him. But I didn't spend too much time. Like I got him to, he's one of those, get him to 30 and forget about him.
Yeah, for me he was also like that, but I mean, I think every frame, I think every frame that you would dedicate like lots of time into studying could be like really interesting. Because
I agree. I think every
these little
single
intricate
frame
things.
can be really powerful if you put a lot of work into it. I mean, DE also does also never makes never intentionally makes a frame that is just bad. They just don't.
It's not a good marketing strategy to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm curious how the spider frame will be.
Yeah, me too.
Oraxia or
Oraxia, I think.
Oraxia.
sought to present them with yours.
At least you're not saying niche again. That's the thing that always curls up my toes.
What?
When you say niche instead of niche.
I mean, in American English, they say niche.
Niche.
Oh,
They
shit.
say niche. They say niche.
Oh, it depends. No, many people say niche.
You're the only one I know who says it that way.
No. This is why I have it, because I usually said niche, and then I heard niche a couple times, and so this is why I said niche.
A wild backer appears.
Tenno, the void has summoned a new presence and it craves our life support. Destroy
shit.
these manifestations.
There we go. Boom. Boom. Honestly, it feels pretty good playing this build with, especially with the overguard on like fortifier.
Yeah.
Really freaking good.
Oh shit. I should pay attention sometimes. So apparently, both niche and niche work. And here's the mind-boggling part for me, because this definitely is a word that originates from French, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
right. Who do not pronounce it niche? They really don't. Like, I think a French
what do you mean?
a French person would force feed you croissants if you do that, if you say it that way to them.
If you say niche,
Yeah.
yeah.
They and not in the fun or pleasant way, you know. So my question is where it comes from, and here's the really weird thing now. The niche pronunciation is the older one.
Really?
Yes, for some reason in American English, you have to
I mean, yeah,
say
yeah.
like, because in British English, you know, the actual English, they always say
Actual.
they always say niche, and they always did.
The actual English.
I mean, that's where it came from, you know.
Yeah. No, it's just funny. Like, I just imagine how the Americans would react if you say that. The true patriots, I mean.
Yeah, I mean, you know, what are they gonna do? Deport me from
Yeah.
my home country, Austria, which is
Yes.
which they can't
They could
even
do
find on a they can't even find me on a map, dude. I'm
Probably
okay. I'm
is.
okay.
I mean, yeah, I don't know.
They wouldn't even be able to spell
You
the
guys are from the America states of America.
United States of
Could you pinpoint Austria? If we showed you,
constitutional
like,
ambiguity.
a map? I'm just curious. I'm not trying.
I mean, I usually the people that I meet online mostly can at least
Right, 'cause usually they have like
somewhat.
a little bit of more
They have a little bit of like interest. I won't say education, because they all say that they did not learn that in school. But what is a kilometer? Yeah.
1.5 kilometers is a mile. This is how much I know. I'm not even sure if that's right, but I think it's right.
I think it was more more closer to 2.5 kilometers. Let me see. 1 mile in kilometers. 1.6 kilometers. There we go.
1.6. Okay, I was close. I don't know. Like, I don't remember this room here. This is a very interesting room.
It's a
Like,
challenge room.
It's a what? Ah, yeah, right. Yeah, right. Yeah, makes sense. So they are rarer, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think one challenge room at least always spawns in a lure tile set.
Okay.
But it can be anyone. So there's a chance of it being this one.
Void traces. Nice. Endo.
There's none for credits? What the fuck?
To find this.
Interesting. I mean, yeah, it's not really an item you can pick up credits, right?
Yeah, but like a credits cache and stuff like that. You can pick up credits. They're dropped
can pick
to the
them-
floor and you can pick them up.
But they're not like an item, right? They're like a different thing.
Apparently, I mean, I don't. What? I guess I'll take the Sevagoth Prime thing
Yeah.
because I don't have that yet. So weird.
These manifestations, they aren't from the
It's
App traces?
5:30.
destroyed
I
Oh,
have to
okay.
be with my grandpa.
life support.
Are we going out then, or?
Just to stick around a little bit.
Alright, we can do one more.
Yeah.
Those octopuses are
All right, Flume.
targets.
Thanks for joining in.
See ya, Flume.
Sentient has detected them. Fighters incoming.
Hope I've been remembering to hydrate, Ryan. Don't worry, I am. Thanks to you, I always keep something to drink with me now. Also, how are you doing,
So
Ryan?
streaming.
Yeah, I said.
Ah,
I think I said. Well, now I did. There's just something about colored flames that makes my brain tingle.
colored flames.
Yeah, like when the fire is a different color than, you know, pouring all orange. Like blue fire is just looks dope.
I see. That's what he is.
Valhalla.
Yeah. Does Warframe already have like sort of a Valhalla themed things? Or not
You
yet?
mean like an underworld or?
Oh yeah, like a Viking theme, because now we have like this classic. We have like a little bit samurai themed with.
You have a pirate with hydroids. Viking. Can't think of one off the top of my head, but they're
Or like a frame that resembles sort of like a, you know, like one of a Viking playstyle, like Hellbird or.
there is a frost skin. I think a Jotun a frost
Right,
skin.
that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah.
Just my alarm randomly going off.
I didn't hear anything.
Oh shit. There we go. Okay. I just had to go AFK for a moment there. Why I died.
Mark dead.
No,
He
I'm
did.
back. I'm back.
This is actually so broken with the fortifier, because now if I have overguard, then I can't be knocked out. I'm immune to status. This is so broken with overguard. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Why haven't I done this
Overguard
before?
fields, man. This is why why I'm completely fine, even though I don't deal the insane damage numbers that you do. Sure-footed who?
This works really well. Pleasantly surprised.
That's a good thing. As long as you have fun, honestly. That's the most important part.
I mean, it's also important that you kind of can kill stuff.
I mean, you're not gonna have fun if you don't kill stuff.
Probably, yeah. We moving? You want to move to like a different room, or you want to like towards extraction? You mean?
Towards extraction, because it's almost 25 minutes, I think.
Ah, okay, yeah. Let's go.
Which way is extraction again? Down there, okay. Whee! Yeah, I think I'm building Gauss next. That's what I'm doing after this.
Do you have neither like Prime nor the base version?
No,
or-
as in making a build for him.
Long ago,
Ah, okay.
one of your kind put an end to that
Pretty sure I have one of the two.
Her
I don't know
essence
which one though.
Let's see what we got.
Forma, definitely.
Oh, you didn't crack your relic? Or, like,
I
we were-
did.
we were still-
We are the only
No,
ones.
like what? Ah,
Clemens
Clemens
didn't.
Clemens didn't.
Or he didn't select one, I don't know.
Hiding Lua in the void risked the unfathomable. I fear we are seeing the consequences of that risk now. Destroy
Right.
these void stained please.
Didn't choose one. Ah, okay. But I swear I'm swimming in Lua Thraxplasm.
I always like it because on the helmet I can just put it in as a, you know.
Oh
As
right,
minutes to
yeah,
consume.
yeah. He can eat that. By the way, did you know you can rename your helmet?
What?
Yeah. So when you go into
do you
the
mean?
helm, if you go into the helmet room and right, like straight to the left, right after the door, there's a little console and you can rename your helmet.
And like, where does it show up?
I don't know, like when you open it up. So
Really?
per default he's called Caretaker, but you can rename it.
Customize. Name your helmet. Johnny Sins. Johnny
Damn.
Sins. How do you write that? Oh, it's with an H. It's with an H. Okay.
Yeah, let's make a Gauss build. Let's do this. First of all, let's check if I have Gauss.
And now the question is if I open this up. Oh, look at that! If you go to your helmet then, and it shows like X, it now shows Johnny Sins.
Right, Gauss Prime, Speedy Boy Prime. I don't have the normal Gauss.
No hesitation, Johnny Sins. Yeah, dude. I didn't like.
Duh.
I didn't even hesitate.
There's
I
no
knew it
reason to
instantly.
hesitate. Okay, let's see.
Oh,
So-
that's funny.
His first ability, Marc Rush. That's by the way the speed that he goes at.
Mm-hmm.
Marc Rush. Because
Okay.
and kinetic plating, that's that converts a portion of absorbed kinetic damage into energy. Also protects Gauss from being staggered or knocked down. Damage resistance is relative to the battery level. Up to 100%. Okay. So he does get 100%. And it does the same thing as what? Shields recharge up
That's
to
kind
120%
kind of
faster,
nice,
while the
actually.
recharge delay is up to 80% shorter based on the battery level. Siphon kinetic energy from the area, charging the battery and inflicting cold status on nearby enemies. Hold reverses the process, draining the battery and inflicting heat status on nearby enemies. Right? Let's see, augments.
Beautiful.
Thermal transfer. Allies in range gain 40% bonus elemental damage. 75 bonus elemental damage for 30 seconds. Marc Rush augment. Impact shockwave leaves behind a vacuum that sucks in enemies within 8 meters. That's not that good. Okay, so Push Gauss's battery beyond the red line, supercharging his abilities and setting fire rate, attack speed, reload speed, and casting speed into overdrive. When past the red line, bolts of arcing electricity dance periodically from Gauss, explode
Hey,
all
Code,
mass
you want to join in?
abilities deactivate.
Cracking some relics.
Okay. I don't need sure-footed. He has his kinetic plating, so I go power drifting. I just go straight up ability strength.
Hmm. So, do we still crack some? I still can stick around for like half an hour or so.
Yeah, sure. We can crack some.
Mm-hmm. Good. All right then, Code. Have fun with the First Descendant. When was the last time you played with the First Descendant, Mark?
It's been a couple weeks. Every now and
Weeks
then.
only?
Yeah, every now and then I check in to see because I. It's one of those games where I hope they learn from their mistakes and make it better. And every now and then I check in to see whether they already did or not.
Okay.
And
And
they have no, they're still
okay,
a ways
okay.
off, but
okay.
eventually they're gonna have to.
At some point they have to, right? Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, I need more ability strength on this. This is not okay. This.
Secondary.
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
yeah, it's kind of alright, I
Reach.
guess. Oof, that would be 30k endo. I'm not sure I want to do that.
Okay, instead of umbral intensity, I can go. No, not precision intensity. Fuck. What if I go normal intensify?
It hurts. Good.
Ooh, I can go primed continue.
Wait. Oh shit, we could do some Void Cascade. Hmm. Would you guys be up for that?
Void Cascade. Sure, why the fuck not? Ability strength, restoring health with ability strength plus ability strength. He does restore health, right? No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't self-heal.
Who?
Gauss.
No, he doesn't self-heal, no. This is the shield that he can read, like, with
Right.
Aegis. But I like his abilities don't even like regenerate the shield. It's a weird.
No, his passive just increases recharge rate and
Right.
Decreases recharge delay up to 80%.
Yeah, and so if you combine that with the mod for the like reduced recharge delay,
Catalyzing
Aegis.
shields, right?
Yeah, plus the Aegis, then you have this thing where you just like never run out of shields, basically.
Ah, that's the way you do it. Okay, that makes sense. I guess he will need a little bit of. Ah, sure. Why the fuck not? Let's go for that. And rage.
If I don't accept the mission, it's
Yeah.
because I'm not here. I'll be back. Okay.
Ready to kick.
Bloop.
Mm-hmm.
Back.
I'm back. Let's go. Let's go. I didn't think I was gonna like the epitaph that much, honestly.
Here we are.
I'm actually quite enjoying it. You see, Mark? Now you have a glyph. Sorry. You have the same glyph as the other guy. Nobody has my glyph, Mark. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Nobody that has.
I mean, you can. There's not nobody, but like.
Yeah, nobody like.
You know who has the same glyph as you?
New players.
The plebs.
Yes, but this is what I mean. Like at our level, nobody has this.
Yes, the plebs.
Bam, bam, bam.
That's the plating.
Oh shit.
Alright, we have a Dante.
Fisher, defend yourself and use reactant to open relics. The enemies are dropping reactant. Don't forget the reactant. You need more to open that relic.
Possessed Exolizer located. Purge it and make it work for us. Exolizer is ours.
There we go.
The enemy has triggered the release of a possessed
Honestly, this Serum build is such a chill build.
Even more void contamination.
It's like just chill. It's not. Is it the strongest? No, probably not. Is it super mega hyper chill? Yeah. Yes, it is.
Rain,
can
like
still do all the
like a
content,
couple
yeah.
days ago. I just like being active more. I need to do stuff.
Coming to void possession.
But yeah, that's also important. But it depends on the mood. If I want to be like
Exactly.
ADHD active, then Varuna is the way to go. There's no doubt about it. But
Down an Exolizer. Working on backups.
Kinetic plating has a duration. Okay, whether whereas Ember's reduction ability actually just stays active
Those void
and siphons energy.
bent on one thing. Manifesting more
They have to recast Gausses.
yes.
Okay, there's a big difference. Because with Ember, I don't have to
It's a
think
shared
about it.
ability.
Yeah, I don't have
Yeah.
to think about it. I can just
Exolizer spent.
I mean, it
Add
has
it up.
upsides and downsides. With Ember, you can't gain like energy regen while you have it active, right?
true, but that's why I build for that and to get energy in different ways, with Arcane Energize, for example, and stuff like that. By the way, I need to do Eidolon hunts.
Eidolon hits.
Yeah, for Energize.
Spent Exolizer has
Or you can just convert all of the
Yeah,
storage
I
things
did
you
that.
have.
You know how many I got from 19 pulls?
I mean, it's rare.
None, not a single one.
Really.
Yep.
I think you're just unlucky because I got like a couple ones.
Still, it's the rarity. I think doing both is probably.
Yeah, I mean, you know, with every sleep path mission, you get like arcanes because of the stalker or like the acolytes. So
Yeah, again, I just used all of the extra arcanes that I had, turned them into Wasfin, and then bought as many as I could, which was 19 pulls, and didn't get a single one.
Our enemy has abandoned valuable supplies. This is yours now.
This is my kind of gacha game, dude.
I bought it right after the
that-
event, so I got. them
Okay,
for
okay,
each.
I have to talk about this because this made me. You know how nitpicky I can be, right?
Yeah.
And I had this conversation with a friend who I was trying to convince them that loot boxes are a gacha mechanic, and that loot boxes, that every game, therefore every game with loot boxes is a gacha game.
Yeah, I mean, that's like if you say every game where you can like play something is a building game. I don't know.
It is.
It's yeah. I don't consider it like. Do you consider like
Okay, let's put
base
it this way.
building game,
Let's
just
put it
because
this
you
way.
can
If the loot
decorate your-
boxes are a major mechanic, then
Yeah.
it is a gacha game, right?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay,
yes,
so
yes,
like
yes,
Counter-Strike, for example.
yes.
gacha game.
Gacha game, yeah. Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Right. I would even say to a certain
Or
extent,
damage-wise.
like most EA games, because you know they perfected the whole loot
absolutely,
box thing.
absolutely.
Right?
Strength or weapon damage. I prefer weapon damage, but I prefer weapon damage. Clemens asked this in chat. So yeah, EA games are gacha. Yeah, they are.
Right. Okay. So that was my entire point. And
Okay.
they were going, no, that's a different thing. Gacha game means something different. It's not about
What?
the mechanic. She says gacha game is about the like for her gacha games is a gacha game has to be like basically like a waifu collector essentially.
Ah, okay.
And
So
I was like, that's not what a gacha game is though.
no,
That's what
okay,
a
yeah, but
it's a different
know what you mean.
kind of term that you mean. And she
yeah,
was like,
went
no,
into
that's what
the-
gacha game
into the
means.
typical like Asian gacha.
I know,
games.
that the
yeah.
all of those Asian games like I don't know,
Yeah,
Honkai and whatever. And
Mhm.
right, I get that she likes those games, and there's something wrong with that. But like, that was a conversation that we had, almost ended the friendship. Me being nitpicky about that.
why? It's like so easy to like explain that. What she says is like all of these games are gacha games, yeah, but not all gacha games are these games.
That's what
it.
that was my entire point, and she was like,
Yeah.
no, those are not gacha games.
Like, yeah, okay, but what would she then describe these other games as?
That's what I said. Then I guess we have an issue with definition. And she said she describes them as gacha games because that's what they are. And then she also said, and that I also disagreed with, and I don't know. And then she said the entire gacha game community also thinks that way. And I'm like, no, they don't, because they know what words mean.
Yeah, I mean, the whole like if you say gacha, it's basically the feeling of unlocking something with a rarity from a pool of things. That's what it means, gacha. It's like, oh shit, I gotcha.
No, that's not where that comes from.
This is where I have it.
So the way I mean, yeah, that's a nice way to remember it. A nice kind of memory help. But where the term actually comes from,
traditional Japanese
yes.
collectible games.
So no, where it comes from is in I think China, they have these little machines that are they call them gacha, which are like. Do you remember these little things where you could get chewing gum from? For like you put a coin in, you get chewing gum, and maybe some other things out. In Japan or in China, they have this version where you get from that the like some little toys or stuff, like and some are collectibles, right? And you may now see recognize a pattern here. You have a chance of getting a collectible that is rarer than a collectible that is not, right? That's exactly where the terms come from, because they are called gacha, and that's where the term gacha comes from. Meaning, whenever you pull something with a chance and you pay for that, and you get something that is that has a chance of being something good or not, then that's where that's what a gacha mechanic is.
So I basically just turned it around. It's not called like that because you say like gacha if you get the thing. But
no, that's just it's a nice way to remember it, honestly.
Yeah, but it's actually the other way around probably, because gacha got like coined because it was called that, and then you just said gacha because like the mechanic is called that. You know what I mean? So it's exactly the other way around that I thought.
Yeah, exactly.
Like other like causality basically.
No,
so,
that probably I think the whole what you're going at is more a correlation, not a causation thing, because
okay.
I think the gotcha as in GOTCHA as in got you comes from like I got you good basically right now.
Yeah, but I think okay. Did you think that maybe then the initial thing was like named like that because of that?
No, because it was a Chinese thing, and it also comes from a Chinese term.
Okay.
I think that's more of a correlation thing. Like, it's nice that those things coexist, and you can use them as a memory bridge, kind of what it is. But yeah, that was a conversation that I had. So yeah, technically you could say Warframe is a gacha game.
Oh yeah, you could say that, yeah. Yeah, especially if they did it like the whole, you know, limited time access, Excalibur Prime, Now the Mag and what was that? Mag and Frost heirloom. Like, yeah, definitely falls into the category. Absolutely. Good Night Abyss is different gacha game. Yes. The devs said they make it easy to get 5-star characters and you can make 5-star weapons. Yeah. Yeah, this game, Duet Night Abyss, is definitely a gacha game, yeah.
Exiles are suppressed. Purge it before it makes the contamination worse.
Yes, but Warframe is also a gacha game. This is what we were saying.
Yeah.
So, but it's like more. It's like more of a gacha game because it also has like the waifu characters in there and like the.
I guess
everything is revolved around.
I guess it kind of
around
does,
the gacha
but it's
game.
more. But I would say actually. By the
Let's
way,
say typical.
I also played Genshin Impact. By the way,
It's also
quite a
gacha
bit.
game, a huge
Yeah,
gacha game,
of course it is, and it has a lot of mechanics that it's very similar to Warframe. In many of the obviously not the gameplay. The gameplay is different, but you know, but everything around it is very similar.
Okay.
Like the way you collect your characters and you level them up and you equip them, and you go for synergies with certain mechanics and even elemental damages and stuff and status effects that you combine to get more output out of it. It felt very similar, and that's why actually the game captivated me for a bit. Until, you know, I couldn't afford it anymore because everyone was... That's the thing that's a grind I have with it. Yeah, you could play it free to play completely, just like Warframe, right? But Warframe has way more content when you're free to play it than Genshin will probably ever have. Genshin has a lot of content.
I didn't know that about Genshin. So you actually need to like you unlock content through paying.
No, but what you do unlock are characters, and some characters are so hard to get that it's almost impossible to get them, like, or at least very unrealistic to get them without paying. In Warframe, that's not an issue. It's realistic to get all of the Warframes without paying.
Yeah, right.
Except for Excalibur Prime, of course, but even the people who pay won't get him, so that's a non-issue. Yeah. But the story is actually really nice in Genshin. The world building is really good. It's a pay to fast and yeah, exactly. Exactly. I mean, so is Warframe. Let's be honest.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, Warframe probably wasn't like if you play Warframe like consistently and throughout the years, then probably not, because if you play just each expansion like a normal amount of time, then you can no problem, like you don't have to spend money, right? But because there's so much fucking content that you like kind of need to catch up, then it's like like pay for convenience and pay to fast.
Yeah, pay to win faster is what I like to call that. It's not pay to win exactly, it's pay to win faster.
Yeah.
Because everybody can win.
Because, for example, for us now, we've been active in Warframe 1999. It's like there's no point for us to pay anything, like to unlock anything from that expansion, right?
Except cosmetics, of course. But yes.
Yeah. But that's not really progress, is it? Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't say so. Obviously, like game mechanics wise, you're right. You're completely right.
Your time is running out.
Oh shit, we must unlock the thingies, right? Oh. Let's see here.
Any nearby attackers will degrade the Exilizer's performance. Clear them out to get the system working full steam.
Go up here.
Oh shit. Yeah, that's a.
Ah, shit. What
I
happened?
need to optimize the damage reduction thing. With Ember, I don't think about it. I just play. I really have to get used to actively recast this ability all the time.
We're going to need more
And I can't recast it while it's still active. That's also, I hate that with abilities.
Yeah, I don't like that either. But I think that's what the... I'm not sure if this is... Oh, no, this was for Rhino. Because there's like... Maybe the augment lets you recast it while it is active. I'm not sure. It has an additional effect, but...
Maybe.
I think that's for Rhino, but maybe I remember correctly that it was also for... Cause.
Marking a possessed Exalizer. Deal with it while you still can.
Strength of weapon damage. By the way, what was that question about? Was that like a general question what we prefer, or? You there, Wayne?
Me? Sorry, I thought you asked the chat. Sorry, again?
Like strength or weapon damage. What was that about? Was that like a general question what we prefer? Or?
No, that was Clemens that asked that. In chat, I think he buffs because he plays Dante or something. Oh no, Jade. He plays Jade. That's why.
Ah, and he asked what we need more. Okay,
Yep,
got
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Well, me personally, ability strength, but I don't care. Both is great.
Levels going in the wrong direction. Keep any roaming thrax away from that Exalizer until it discharges. That'll make this cascade in the burn.
It is so weird. There's like one of these bubbles that I can't pop it because there's no portal. I don't see the portal to it, so this is so strange. It's not looking good.
Maybe it's hidden away in some kind of niche.
Yeah, I couldn't find it.
Possession. Get it back. The void cascade has surpassed the tipping point. It's lethal now. Leave the area while you still can. Any nearby attackers will degrade the Exalizer's performance. Clear them out to get the system working full steam.
Come on, boy.
Spent Exalizer has been retired.
Shit.
Intensified.
This one, come on. I think we might fail this now.
Yeah, I think so too.
The void
I mean, I'm
cascade
fighting
has
against it,
surpassed the
but
tipping point. It's lethal now.
pretty
Leave
tricky.
the area while you still can. Exalizer spent.
Oh, this mission is not stressful at all. He said
Both of us
sarcastically.
try harding here.
One of us succeeding. And it ain't me.
Yeah, I can't even like kill the things anymore.
You just lost an Exalizer to possession. Get it back. The void cascade has surpassed the tipping point. It's lethal now. Leave the area while you still can. Keep any roaming thrax away from that Exalizer until it discharges. That'll
Ooh, we're so freaking close. Jesus.
Exalizer. Working on backups. struggle has its benefits.
Oh, we got
Okay.
this one still. Which
Yeah,
is
yeah.
nice.
Let's just go out then.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, I actually have this one. Okay.
Yeah, I have both. I don't know.
Exolizer suppressed. Purge it before it makes the
I am
contamination
so
worse.
focused. Yeah, dude. I like Void Cascade, honestly. We can leave, though. I like Void Cascade. I don't know. It's like a mod that keeps me active, you know? I like that.
Really makes you work for it, yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't care about reacting, huh? Yeah. I did, but that's probably what almost lost us everything.
The void cascade has surpassed the tipping
Which
point.
way do I...
It's lethal now.
If we think, if you just let it run out, then it'll show the exit.
This cascade is growing out of control. Now the exolizer's purged. Any casualties you inflict within its field will bring the contamination level down. Exolizer suppressed. Purge it before it makes the contamination worse.
There he is. Return to Crystallith. Nice.
Chrysalith. There's no T there.
Oh. I always said Crystallith.
Yeah, I
that's
know.
Funny. You never bothered to correct me.
No, I was like, maybe you're just, you know, sneaking the T in there because you're used to saying like Crystal or something. Like it's not like an on purpose thing.
Okay.
That's what
Yeah,
I
yeah,
thought. But now I just
Sure. Now I was like Crystallith. Yeah.
yeah. This time the T is all I heard. It's like there was no other there were no other letters there. That was the entire word. Just
Oh man.
fucking hardtoured on that mic.
Your
Yeah.
will was greater. This is good.
But that was a lot of parts. Nice. Also a lot of arcanes, which is also really good.
Yeah, this is why we actually farm this mission, right? If we had
Right.
like a mod booster, that would be even better. I don't have a mod booster though.
That doesn't work on arcanes, so does it?
Oh, yes. It does.
it?
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah. But Arcane's fall in the same category as mods, like from drop chance here, like Wise.
Right.
So if you have a mod chance booster, then you also get more arcanes. Yeah.
Alrighty. I guess I'm gonna leave now.
Yes, same here. I need to stop now because I need to take the boy outside and then I have to prep.
By the way, congrats on rank 22. Just saw.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Provided
And I
with
see
the
you.
tenor combo
I
really.
see you later at some point, right?
Yeah, maybe we'll
Later,
see.
but tomorrow, whenever.
We'll see.
Farming the Yareli Prime. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey,
Alright, have a
Ozzy.
good one, Mark.
Alright, see ya, Rain. Hey, Ozzy. I'm sorry you just joined in when I'm about to leave. That's unfortunate. Yeah. Very unfortunate. I might play later today. I'm not sure yet, though. There's an Archon mod I don't have yet. Let me check that out real quick. Rift's Camp. Wait. Oh, there we go.
Come on over, mate.
Let's see.
You like the look of?
Yeah, Archon Flow, that one I don't have yet. Costs 40, I have only 15. I also need Styanax though. Jesus Christ. That's gonna be a hassle to farm. Also the Aphentis.
I don't do special orders, princess.
All of those ephemeras. I need all of those things. I need to do more call missions.
You don't like what I got, take it up with Carl. No worries.
This good place. Quiet.
Oh no. That's gonna be what I do next in call missions.
Tenno
I don't
always
really like them, but well, you know.
call need to choose.
Oh wait, we can give the we can give him the things that we have. Oh no, this is weird. I like it. I love it. This is absolutely perfect. This is all I ever wanted. Oh man. Let's give him a Conqueror ribbon.
Call look.
Can I give him... No, he looks better with it. But that's just too much. That thing, on the other hand, is perfect.
Not too shabby.
Ah, go full pirates.
Call like it.
So Warframe shoulder things? Yes! Oh, this is gonna look so weird. This is weird. I love it. Yeah, maybe a little bit smaller, like this, the smaller ones. I think that can look really good. And then we do it on the other side as well.
Girl see call.
Yeah. No, I think the leg guards belong that way. Okay, no. Let's just go with this. The clearance one looks the best. Detail. Oh, the materials, right. I just made him pure black. Because he's like a Spec Ops guy.
Good luck against Archon.
I don't need luck. I got my Warframes. Already did my Archon hunt this week though. Yeah, I need to upgrade. I'll just do this chilling.
Jarka stood in her high watchtower and looked out into the night.
Okay.
And somewhere in the night, a walking thing called out in a great big voice, all lonely and sad.
That, my dude, was an Eidolon.
Jarka wanted so much to call back to it and say, "Hello, Jarka hears you. She is here too. She is lonely too."
I wouldn't.
Sometimes Ordis likes to assume he knows nothing. Nobody can learn what they think they already know.
Round here, just watch for the odd low-flying knife and you'll be right. Sometimes I push back, give him a little touch-up. Go on, get a bit of that in ya. Give him a good height. Nothing fancy, but top shelf in my book.
Yeah, I need that, because that also works well with Gauss. Enemies killed by cold abilities have a 10% chance to drop an energy orb. Because that would be perfect. And it gives me more energy max to work with. I could probably use this instead of normal flow. I mean, definitely use this instead of normal flow on him. I can also use it on Frost if I think about it. For more energy sustain. Yeah, definitely. Alright, anyways, this is where I'm leaving it today. I'll see you guys soon. Bye and good loot.